In this video instruction, we're going to be talking about natural point of aim. My name's Dan Spagone, the instructor with Intuitive Self-Protection. When we're developing our fundamentals and basics of marksmanship, one of the things you may have heard or may not have heard is the concept of natural point of aim. This is definitely heavily prevalent in the rifle world, especially when you get into long range or precision rifle, but it's very applicable to pistols as well, and something that's often overlooked in firearm handgun pistol training. So when we start talking about natural point of aim, we want to start thinking about where our body is oriented physiologically and structurally, right? So as an example, I have a firearm on me, so I'm going to pull this out. I am going to show that this is a safe and clear weapon, so we are safe and clear. All right. So when we start talking about natural point of aim, the pistol itself obviously has sights, whether that be iron sights or some type of red dot optic. When I get into a firing stance, we start with our basic foundations. We know our basic foundation is the Big Six. Big Six is our platform, our stance, our grip, our presentation, our sight alignment and sight picture, which is directly applicable to what we're talking about, our trigger control, and our follow through. When we start talking about natural point of aim, we want to think about, if I were to stand here, if I were to be in my good, athletic, Big Six stance, I'm about shoulder width apart, I'm kind of more on the falls of my feet, my non-dominant foot may be a little forward of my dominant foot. I'm in this general athletic position, this good shooting stance. If I were to just, as an example, close my eyes, present out my pistol, and open my eyes, where is my firearm pointed? All right. So again, just an example, I'm standing here, I close my eyes. I know I'm wearing sunglasses, you can't tell, but I'm closing my eyes. I present out that pistol, open my eyes. Where is that iron sight line up for red dot? All right. This is definitely something you can work at with a red dot, because what I find with most people with red dots is they wind up hunting for the sight, right? Or hunting for the red dot through the window. We don't really want that. We want to get to a point where we naturally are able to get to a point where we are progressing out on our presentation and getting to that comfortable, repeatable point of a natural point of aim, right? So that will aid you in picking up a red dot. Additionally, it starts to make you think more about your body mechanics. So for example, as beginners, what I see a lot, again, safe and clear, is some type of blading, right? Well, this isn't feeling very natural. I'll turn towards the camera for a better example, but if I'm left-handed in this context and I try to present out, it may change every time. I don't have a good sight alignment, sight picture. It's just not a very natural thing. But when we're on the spiral line, we get back into our natural position. I'm looking downrange at a target. I close my eyes, present out, open them, and I personally can see that red dot, as I've done a lot of reps on this, a lot of reps. Natural point of aim, especially when you start talking about different firearms, can also include your structure of your wrist, right? So as we develop that grip, part of developing our grip is making sure that when we're getting into that master grip, we're pointing those wrists and those thumbs forward, right? If I just have my wrist upright, not really in a locked position, that muzzle is going to be in an upward direction or off kilter, off axis. So I'm making sure that I'm pointing those thumbs forward. My eyes are closed right now, pointing my thumbs forward, open my eyes, I see my red dot. So how is this applicable to, per se, a tactical situation? Right? Well, we have to start off with the fundamentals and the basics to be able to develop and build into faster, repeatable tactical shooting. If I'm in a stressful situation, I may not cognitively think about natural point of aim, but if you've done the reps, if you've done the foundation work, you've put in that time, effort, and energy, and you've developed that natural point of aim with your particular platform, you know where that barrel, where that muzzle, where that optic or sight alignment is going to be under a stressful scenario. You're going to be able to pick up those sights or that red dot much faster. So something you can do at home is find yourself like a light switch or something on the wall. Go ahead, start from your concealed position. Go ahead, close your eyes. Think through the Big Six. Stance, grip, presentation. Think about sight alignment, sight picture. Then open your eyes and see where are you at in relation to that target that you picked. And we're intentionally picking something kind of small. We want to see where are you actually at. This is going to develop several things when you start to think through it, whether it's kinesthetic space, natural point of aim, body alignment. It's just going to develop you into a much better shooter in the long run. So again, natural point of aim is the ability of your body to achieve a repeatable and successful acquisition of sight alignment and sight picture, even under a closed eye condition, and being able to make that to a point where it becomes intuitive. If you found this information helpful, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and join us on the deck at intuitivesp.com.